What's up? Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna have problems with that all night long, I guarantee you. What's up, guys? What are y'all doing tonight? Who we got in the room today? I jumped on a little bit early here because I saw we had some people waiting, so I thought I'm not just gonna sit here and make you guys wait. KNC, hunting and fishing, man. What are you doing tonight? I think I saw you in a live stream earlier today. Appreciate you being here, man. How is the weather treating you today? Mr. Spinks, how's it going, man? Good to see you, sir. I remember you from the other day. So what you guys up to today? Where y'all from? I've seen y'all guys a few times. KRC, I tell you what, man, I've been thinking about doing that. I got a couple of things, we'll cover tonight, a couple of topics I'll probably go over. It all depends on how deep down into this glass I get over the course of the evening, but I do have some thoughts on a giveaway. Tennessee, I tell you what, man, you're in a good spot right now. We're in between a hurricane and a bunch of storms blowing up the Gulf Coast right now, so you look like you're probably in a pretty good spot as far as weather goes. JNC, sir, good to see you, man. Appreciate it. My apologies on your trip earlier today, man. I'm sorry that got blown out. I'm sorry it got blown out, but at the same time, I'm sitting here like I literally live in the windiest city in America, and I'm like, sucker. So what? You got one day of it? Our winds are like prevailing 15 miles an hour down here. Now, if you're interested in winning some fishing gear, you got a giveaway going on, huh, KRC? What's that, on a live stream right now, or what? What you got? Sarnia, Ontario, Mr. Spink, sir, you are the Canadian that keeps showing up in my analytics. Then I appreciate you tuning in, man. How is good old Canada today? Yeah, you know what? We're used to the wind down here, man. It's not even a thing anymore. I mean, wind down here, it pretty much means you don't get to fish. You gotta go surfing. We love days that get under like 9 miles an hour. Oh, you know what? You need an off day, dude. You've been killing it for the last couple of weeks. Ever since I started jumping on your channel, checking out your stuff, you're posting all the time. I don't even know how I'm supposed to be able to like catch up to you as far as putting out that much content. KRC, what are you giving away for those subscriber deals you got going on there, man? Like, what kind of stuff you giving away? I got something I can give away. I don't know if anybody cares to get it. My whole thing tonight, like, I mean, we sit here and chat and have a good time, talk fishing and all that stuff, but I try to be active while I'm doing that. So tonight I'm going to be working on this fishing reel I got, and if I can get it to work, I'm happy to give the thing away if anybody cares to want it. I don't. I've got a few. I don't need this one, so I'm happy to give it away if somebody wants it. But you're not just going to get it for asking. You got to do something. We got to have some kind of contest or something, right? A couple of you guys give me a thumbs up. Hey, appreciate that, man. Whoever that is, giving them thumbs up, thank you. Spoons, worms, lizards, micro jerk bait, and some more stuff. Hey, that's not a bad deal, man. Actually, that's a good idea. I could do that. See, I was thinking kind of big. Actually, let's see. It's good down here, but haven't been fishing for a bit. Cody, I'm very sorry to hear that, my friend. Yeah, I hear that, Cody. Man, I'm sorry about that. Anytime you're not fishing, I apologize to hear that, dude. I don't get to get fishing as much as I'd like to. I kind of fake it well. We batch our videos. 4 people in the room, 4 thumbs up, guys. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. The support of this community means like everything. As far as a giveaway, so something that I've been thinking about, we just set up our Patreon account, and I'm honestly, I'm not even done setting that up, and I hadn't even finished. I got it published by accident. Pellet gun and a CO2. Yeah, that's a good giveaway. You see, my thought on the giveaway thing was, we set up our Patreon account, and I'm like, it's that first subscriber is the one that kind of gets the gates on going on that. So I got a buddy here who does an awesome job making t-shirts, and I thought, you know what? I might throw in a bonus t-shirt for that first person that signs up for Patreon. I don't know. That's a thought. I haven't actually committed to anything. I haven't even finished the Patreon deal. Hey, JNC, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that, man. I love what you do. I really appreciate having you in here, man. You're like one of those guys in that whole community that obviously you turned me on to a lot of those people. So I really appreciate, I really appreciate having you around, everything else. I appreciate watching you and what you do. Actually, I mentioned you in a video that I'm going to post on Thursday. We did some freshwater fishing with my brother, Fortress of Rock, right here. What's up, Peter? Good to see you, man. We went up and fished. He lives in Waco. We went and fished that lake. I'll be dropping that video on Thursday. Just a disclaimer for those of you guys hanging out in the live chat. We didn't catch anything, but we had a lot of fun. It was a beautiful day, and we were kind of joking around about, we didn't know anything about freshwater, and we went to Academy and had no idea what to get. So we were like, God, man, I wish JC was here to let me know what I need to get. It's Hurley is the brand on that. My wife got this for me like around Christmas, I think. And I'm not even really big on wearing hats, but this year this has just been a staple for me. So my wife is awesome. She gets me really cool stuff. Give away some shirts and a fishing reel. Well, I tell you what, Mr. KRC, I'm all about that. Let me work on this reel with you guys here tonight, and if I can get this thing to work, or even if I can't, I am happy to give that thing away. And as far as t-shirts go, I have some coming, and I kind of have like a test batch that I can get put out. And like I said, my thought on that is like, maybe the first couple of people who do the Patreon account or something like that, I think that'd be fair to give out t-shirts to that first 5 members or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Fish freshwater every weekend. I've only been saltwater fishing once. KRC, that's my family's all saltwater, so I totally get you on that, man. We've done saltwater our entire lives. I was born and raised on it, and then this year we just decided to kind of hop on some freshwater, and it has been an absolute utter failure. We are bad at it. I should give this fishing reel away on this live stream. That is a fantastic concept. Well, I tell you what, if we can get 15 people in the room tonight, we will do I guess we can make it simple and off the cuff. We will do a trivia, and whoever gets it right gets the reel. I am happy to mail it off for that. I don't even, it costs a couple of bucks to mail it off. 15 people, I'm game for that. And I promise that while I work on it tonight, even if I don't get it to work, I will not make it busted, and I'm happy to give it away. Yeah, JNC, I was thinking the same thing, not doing Patreon until I reached a certain level. It's a lot easier when you reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm just impatient or stupid. I don't know. It was just one of those things where I was like, you know what, I need to go ahead and just do it. Have I tried a center pin float reel? Mr. Sparks, I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. I'm kind of stuck on, I use these spinning reels I've been using my whole life, and I got a couple of open face that I use, and I'm married to them, man. I love those things. They've always worked well for me. So I don't branch out very much. Muddy Water River Junkie. Hey, we're Jetty Rats. So, KRC, I'm on the same page. Okay, so apparently we were going to give away a reel tonight, but according to JNC Fishing, he won. So, sorry guys. I can't argue with the guy. He knows what he's talking about. 4 away from 200, KRC. Congratulations on that, man. That's a heck of a number. I tell you what, though, you got to dream big. You're 4 away from 200, which means you are like 296 from 5, I think. Aim big, man. Always go for the next number. It's not about what you're about to get. It's about what you're going to do in the future. That's what you got to aim for. I don't even know. I think we're at like 180 something right now. I don't even care. Does not even matter. That number doesn't matter. Those numbers are inflated, and who cares? I don't care about 182 subscribers. I don't care about 1,800 or 18 million. If I had 100 passionate subscribers, whatever you want to call it. If I had 100 people who showed up to every single live stream and showed up to every single video, that's fine. I am cool with those numbers. I don't need 1,000. I don't need 10,000. My family's not about that. That's not what we do. We want to be committed to a good community. He just said he won. I mean, can you argue with the guy? How do you argue with it? He said, I win. Oh, you can't turn around on the guy and be like, no, you didn't. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so I must have it sure. She needs to be in bed by 8. Please don't be such a jerk. This photo's about to be cut off. I'll pay it. Okay. Okay, Rachel. I will take care of that stuff. Making videos with subs. I love getting it. That says. Yeah, Kerosene, I agree. I feel the same way about it, man. I love getting the exact same information. I'm the same. I am an analytics nerd, so I love numbers. I really do. But this whole thing that we are all doing, yeah, it's it's bigger than the numbers. So as much as I love the numbers, that's not what it's about. It's about the people that you're serving. It's about your community. J and C, man. Hey, awesome. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. I will give this reel away. Do you guys, you want me to take it apart and try destroying it, or should I just leave it the way it is? I'll show you what's wrong with it. Fortress of Rock. Yeah, Peter, you're about the numbers. I know, I am. I get excited about the numbers, but you got to kind of take that step back. Let me show you what's wrong with this reel real quick, and you guys can tell me if I need to actually break it apart and work on it. I'm happy to. This is an $11 Alpha or something like that. It's a Shakespeare from Walmart. If you have seen the video, I did one recently. The thumbnail is of a sea turtle. And I went and did a little spear fishing. Well, I only got one sheep's head in that video. It was a couple weeks ago. But what I did manage to do is pull up a whole lot of stuff while spear fishing, a lot of junk that was sitting on the bottom of the channel out in Port Aransas. And, you know, it was like chairs, leaders, and lures and things. I'm always pulling that stuff up off the bottom. But I also found this reel. Now, I already cleaned it up, and it works just fine. The bearings are good. I've greased it. She's in sweet condition. But the problem that I have with it, and I don't know anything about it. I've taken it apart, but I don't know anything about fixing these things. And the problem I have with it, it spins just fine. But the problem is it also spins in reverse, and I don't know how to fix that. And it does not have the little lever right here that you use to switch on the little clicker. So I'm kind of stumped, and I was going to take it apart and try to figure that out. But really, honestly, without taking it apart, I do not know how to fix that. Now, like I said, you know, I'm happy to take it apart. We can play that game. I don't know, you know, without breaking it apart and trying to figure it out, I don't know how to fix it. So you guys tell me. You want me to try to fix it? You want me to just give it away? I'm happy to do either. No. Yeah, I mean, it works just fine. Just, you know, don't reel it in reverse. You'll end up like causing a big bird's nest on it. But I'm happy to give it away. I've already cleaned it up. You know, it was only in the water for like a day. It wasn't even in bad shape. Yeah, see, I kind of figured it's something that you could just figure out. I haven't been able to. I know I can, but I haven't been able to yet. I took it apart once, didn't even realize it was an issue until I put it back together. But it's something, you know, it can be fixed. It's not hard. There's nothing busted inside of it. It's just something is not lining up right. That's all you got to do. I guarantee it. Yeah, the Turbo Doe. Hey, okay, so J&C, if you're still here, man, I got a question for you. When we went fishing up in Waco, that's a video that I'm putting out on Thursday. We didn't know what to get, so we took night crawlers, and I made the mistake. I put them on the bottom. Dumb move. I get it. In hindsight, I realized what I did wrong with that. No. I tried WD-40. That kind of messes with the grease on the inside. You don't actually want to use WD-40. But yeah, that was my initial thought, was WD-40. But yeah, J&C. So when we were fishing in Waco, we put night crawlers on the bottom. Dumb move. The other thing we did was put J&C. There you are. Okay, so I got a question for you real quick. We were fishing in Waco. We're doing freshwater in this video that I got coming out on Thursday. And we used night crawlers. I put them on the bottom. That was a dumb move. I realize now the mistake I made on that. But we didn't know what to get, and that's what we kind of talk about on Thursday when we're talking about, you know, wishing that you'd been there with us. Well, we also used Turbo Doe. I'm curious what your thoughts are on that stuff, if you've ever used it, how you use it. We put it on a popper, you know, cast it out by a couple of trees and stuff. We didn't catch anything the entire time. Curious what your thoughts are on that. Is that something we should have put on the bottom for catfish, or what were we doing wrong? What do we need to do to get better? Turbo Doe and night crawlers is what we were using. Take the black top off the top of it and then look at the gears and see if there is line. I can do that real quick, no problem. You've never heard of Turbo Doe? We got it at Academy. We might have been sold. And Peter still got the night crawlers. Those night crawlers, man, I'd have thought those things would have worked. Now I put them on the bottom. That was stupid. I understand that, but you know, probably would have worked better under a popping cork. But it was a really nice spot we were at. I can't believe that we didn't catch anything. They're still alive, and it's you got them in your fridge. How many you got left? You'd think they're still alive. I'm sure they're fine. Man, JNC, we hit everything, dude. Again, stupid move. I get it, but we put night crawlers on the bottom. Should have had that under a popping cork, I'm sure. Then we had turbo doe, and I think we might have had a night crawler under a popping cork. And then I was using crankbaits. We had 3 rods out at a time, and we were fishing around a bunch of stumps. It was a beautiful day. And yeah, catfish, bass, whatever was out there, and man, we didn't get them. We got some nibbles, and that was about it. Old saltwater pole that had problem, and I fixed. Yeah, I've fixed a lot of stuff. I take pretty good care of the reels, so I don't really have to fix them very often. But like I said, I pulled this thing off of the bottom, and it's a little bit cheaper than I don't go expensive, but it's a little cheaper than what I'm accustomed to. Cut bait or hot dogs for cats. I've heard that a lot, Cody. Peter, that is a good idea. Using hot dogs, cut baits on the bottom for catfish. Junk fish on the bottom, game fish up top is the old saying. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Actually, that kind of holds true for what we do too. We catch some good stuff off the bottom here, but what we call good fish isn't always what people go for. It's like stingrays and sharks will sit on the bottom. But I'm gonna remember that, man. That's a pretty good mantra. All right, so I'm gonna bust this thing open so we can take a look at the gears. I don't know how they look. I don't know what the gears are. I'm just taking things apart. Is the spring still connected inside the top of the reel? You tell me. Is that the part we're looking at? Or are we looking on the inside in here? I'll get that off. We'll take a look on the inside. Oh, I'm so stupid. I found the problem. It's right here. That sticker right there says it's made in China. That's the problem. American reels. What do you guys use? I've seen that blue pole you use, JNC. What do you use? I don't even know what I use. I like Shakespeare. I like Ugly Sticks. I like Stella's. I don't own one, but I love one. Just put it in the tray. Exactly. All right, is that what we're talking about? Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, crap. Other stuff just keeps falling apart there. I promise you, I know what I'm doing. I'm good. That spring right, that spring right there, is that what we're looking at? That camera's not focusing on it the way I'd like it to. Trying to see if we can get a good angle on it where you can see it. Yeah, JNC, man, I hear that. I've got the same rods that I've had forever, and they're all like $10, $15 pawn shop jobs. I love them. I take good care of them. If you missed it earlier, I found this thing on the bottom out at the Port Aransas jetty, and so that's you know, I found it and I cleaned it up, but I can't get it to work, so that's why I'm messing with it. I don't have these problems with my equipment. Make sure it's still attached. Yeah, still attached, but this does look like a part that should not be spinning. When I do it backwards like that, it is spinning. And that looks like it should have a catch on it. Is that? That's not what's going on here, though. Yeah, but there's nothing else to catch that. I don't see anything else that would actually be a... So that's got to be something right here. I use a 13-foot stream side float rod and a center pin that's... I don't know. I do saltwater, so I have no clue what you're talking about on that, Cody. I use a variety of 6 to 12-foot poles with spinning outfits or open face like pens, like an International and the one above International, I forget what it is. Supposed to be connected to a gear that catches it when it goes backwards. Okay, so yeah, it's going to spin like that, and so I see what you're saying with that. Bait casters. Yeah, KRC, you know what? I'm actually like practicing that right now. I don't know the first thing about bait casters. I've never been able to cast an open face reel. So I'm working on that right now. I'm working on getting better at that. I just can't do it. I try. I bird's nest those things every time. And dude, I got like 25 years under my belt and I still can't cast those damn things. I see what you're saying about that spring should be catching it, and that should be what's happening right at this point somewhere. So what am I doing? Maybe I got that upside down or something? I don't see where the catch here is. I use it twice with 2 backlashes and I got it in 3 times. Numbers, I don't do numbers. It's too late at night for numbers, man. I deal with numbers all day at work, so I get home and now I'm done. Trout, salmon, walleye, muskie, and pike. Cody, I am all about that. You're speaking my wife's language. Her whole family lives in Wisconsin, so that, I mean, that's what I hear about all the time. I'm learning that. I want to get better at it, and so we've actually got. I put out 1 freshwater video recently. Yeah, no numbers. Yeah, please, I'm tired. I'm playing with learning some freshwater stuff, and I have the video that we did at Toledo Creek that we just put out, and then my brother Fortress of Rock here, me and him went up. He lives in Waco, and we went up to Lake Waco a couple weeks ago. That video is coming out on Thursday, and we went freshwater fishing. We just failed miserably at it, and we tried a lot of stuff that day. I see where I went wrong with some of it, but even still, I would have thought that we had at least got some perch or some kind of nibbles, and we just did not. It was a fairly epic fail. Let's see if I got that spring on backwards, maybe. Yeah, I'm still doing it. I know what I should be doing. I should be watching a YouTube video on how to fix this as opposed to making a YouTube video on how to fix something that I don't know how to fix. Freshwater, I'm not picky. I mean, I can put out a crankbait for bass all day long. I understand not having any, not getting any bass. I'd like to get into some crappie. We don't have many options down here. I can do catfish. I don't, where I am from down here, what we do for catfish is we wait for it to rain, like kind of how it is right now. And it's not flooded yet, so it's not something I can do, but we wait for it to flood, and then we go off one of the bridges over a creek or something that's normally low and now is flooding water, and we'll put baits on the bottom of that thing, like 4 or 5 lines off the bridge, and then come back in the morning, and we get good 25-30 pound catfish doing that. It just doesn't rain much down here, but that's something that I can do. I will do. We'll get a video on that going, so I'm not concerned about that one. I would like to, I know bass, that's just kind of a, you got to be at the right spot for it. So yeah, crappie, I guess, is the thing that I would like to get into. Little hair jig for crappie, I've heard that, and I know what you're talking about with that. Unfortunately, one of the problems with crappie, I think those guys they're territorial, they hang out on a stump. So it's my understanding where you're either going to find them or you don't, and if you do find them, you kind of have to search around for them. That's been my understanding, at least. Am I right or wrong on that? Who do we got in here, by the way? I've seen that some people have come in and come out. Is anybody new? Hey, if this is your first time to this stream, I need to know. In the comments, put #new. Let me know if you're new. I would like to welcome you to the live stream. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, what I need to do to improve and get better, or maybe I should just not do live streams. You let me know. I need to know. Please, #new if you're new here tonight. Red colors. Okay, now here's something I'm kind of curious about. Up in cover, like falling trees, fish cribs. Yes, okay, so that's why we were going around them stumps. We didn't have the ability to get up under any trees. It was kind of getting dark and didn't really know the location, but thank you for that, J&C. That's exactly the kind of information I was looking for. Red colors. I knew that that's similar with what we do in saltwater, but I also heard that dark colors were good if it's like cloudy or something. That's new to me. Hashtag new. KRC, really? This is the first time you've been here? Hey, man, hey, I thank you. I appreciate that. I hope to have you back, man. I'm enjoying it. You missed it out. I was at a conference with the video marketing world or whatever. I got to see some pretty cool people up there. Actually had Nick Nimmin, if you're familiar with him. He jumped in on a live stream. It was pretty cool. But I had a few too many to drink, and I spilled my drink all over the bar, dropped my wallet on the floor. It was funny stuff. I promise you that will probably happen again in the future. Brush piles and stumps. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. That's exactly what we were doing. We looked for stuff. We were also, we had a couple of drinks. We were having kind of fun. I haven't seen my brother in a long time, so the more important thing was seeing him. Also, it was really gorgeous, so we were enjoying the atmosphere. And then the rest of it was, just trying to fish where we were at, and we just didn't get anything. Josh Gaines. Are you the Josh Gaines from Skidmore, sir? This is the first time I've seen your name. Looks very familiar. J&C, you ain't new, bro. I'm newer than you are to my own stream. Black or blue jigs from Muddy Water. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll take that to heart, man. Hook guy. First time here, for real, man. Welcome to the stream. We appreciate having you, man. If you have any thoughts or suggestions on what I need to be doing, like instead of fixing this reel that I'm supposed to be giving away for if we hit 15 people in this stream tonight, then I will give this reel away, and I promise it won't be totally broken when I do it. Reel away at 10 people? What do you guys think? I'll let you guys decide. Should I give it away at 10? You tell me. There are 5 people in the room right now. If I have 5 people tell me that I need to give it away at 10, then I'll give it away at 10. Pieces of it. With the way I'm going, you're not going to get the whole thing. I'm kidding. I'll give you the whole thing. It'll just be in pieces. 15. Hey, J&C's calling it. That guy knows what he's talking about. This guy is the live stream champ. I'm going with what he's saying. Even though he doesn't have that little wrench thing on there, this dude's my mod, so what he says goes. Cody says 25. You guys are my kind of people. I am loving this. You guys, you speak in my language. You don't settle, you go big. Go big or go home. 15, 10 please from KRC. Hey, we got some people up in here. Come up here and say hi to everybody.
Hello!
My daughter Savannah, guys. She says hi. Detecting for life. Dude, you don't even know. That freaks me out. That freaked me out at the conference when you did that to me, because I'm antisocial, and I saw that and I felt obligated. I have to come and say hi. We have to get together. We are going to do this. But then there was the sudden terror of oh my God, I've got to be social. I don't know. I don't do social.
Peace out.
Hey, J&C says hi. That's our boy up in Wisconsin.
Hi, J&C.
She says hi, J&C. Dirty. Now we're talking, boys. Josh, I knew you were from Skidmore. What you doing, man? How did you track me down? This is Stanley Orchard, dude. You know Peter. Did Peter drag you in on this? That's cool. Hey, I appreciate having you here, man. We're supposed to be busting up a reel tonight. This is something I found on the bottom of the channel out in Port Aransas. It was in pretty good condition. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to fix this thing up. And I got it clean, but I can't get it to work. And so I was going to give this thing away as if we can hit 15 people in the room tonight. Savannah, Uncle Awesome says hi. Luke, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
Are you serious, Josh? That was you? I didn't even recognize you. I remember that conversation. I'm sorry, man. It's been too long. I'm really sorry about that. For those of you guys who don't know, Fortress of Rock, that is my brother Peter, and Luke Orchard is my brother Luke. Very much appreciate having you guys in here. Luke knows more about fishing than I do. Unfortunately, I do a YouTube channel, which makes the authority, but I'm bowing down. That dude knows more than me. I'm not going to lie about it. You know how that goes. If you make a video about something, all of a sudden you know what you're talking about. Dude, Josh, you should have said something, man. Oh, no, it wouldn't have mattered. I tell you what, up at the store like that, like I get into a zone where I'm not looking at faces, I'm not talking to people, I'm just going through the motions. Wouldn't have mattered. But hey, it was good seeing you, dude, and I really appreciate having you here. And I will have more of a conversation than just about your shirt next time. Walleyes, yeah, I'd like to, man, I want to get into some of those. Cody, very much having you in here tonight, man. Good luck to you, sir. If you catch some walleyes, I want to know all about it. Leave a comment in the video because I want to hit you up as soon as you catch one of them things. I'm going to get back on you about that. Luke lives up in Vermont. Hey, have you caught any walleyes? You getting into any of that stuff? What are you catching up there? We tried freshwater fishing. Luke, we actually, me and Peter went out to Lake Waco, tried to catch some stuff the other day. Got a video coming out on Thursday. We failed miserably, but it was kind of funny. You know how it is. We make failure funny. That's what we've been doing our whole lives, is making failure funny. Show you the lures I got? Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm happy to pull out lures. Caught a pike. I remember when you caught that pike and yellow perch. Yeah. No walleyes though, huh? Really? Same yellow perch as in Texas? That's so cool. Well, it's the same crappie we got here. You guys hear that, man? JNC is calling it out. So I picked up this reel on the bottom of the Port Aransas channel when I was spearfishing in a recent video. If you want to check that out, it's got a big sea turtle on it. It's called Spearfishing the Port Aransas Jetty or something like that. So I picked this reel up. It only been sitting on the bottom for about a day. I took it apart, cleaned it up, greased it. She's in good shape. She's got one problem with her though that I can't figure out. When she reels, she also reels backwards, and I am not figuring out how to get that thing together, but that's the only thing wrong with it. And if we hit 15 people in this live stream tonight, I will mail it to somebody. We'll have a little contest. I just need 15 people in the stream before we do it, and that's my only condition on it. 5 bass in the last 2 weeks. Sir, I've caught 2 bass in the last 15 years, so we are neck and neck. I'm right there on your tail. I'm close. Him and I, 2001, ma'am, sir, whoever that is, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight. I believe this is the first time I've ever seen you in a live stream. I want to thank you very much for coming and hanging out with us. Who is this, and are you new? Have you seen some videos? I am the him, sir. It is good to see you, and we appreciate having you here. If I catch a couple of bass, they were aquarium size. Oh yeah, you know that's funny. We did one. We caught some Jack Crevalle, but they were tiny little things. Put them in her aquarium, and then in a video I got coming out later this month, I caught a nice sized Jack Crevalle the other day.
And don't forget, what about you two do a race?
Hello, him, Billy, sir. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, sir. That's not Billy from Oklahoma City, is it? Man, I know people all over the place these days. And yet I'm antisocial. It's my curse. Okay, so I'm going to put this thing back. I don't know how to fix these gears. North Carolina? Well, him from North Carolina, Mr. Billy. Again, very much appreciate having you here. So the lowdown, Mr. Billy, since you just seem to pop in case you didn't catch the backstory. What I am doing right now is I was spearfishing a couple weeks ago out in Port Aransas, and I managed to pick up this reel. It's taken apart now, but it's in pretty good shape. I picked it up off the bottom and I cleaned it up. I can't get it to work. It reels just fine. Everything goes good, but it also works in reverse. It's not supposed to do that, and I don't know how to fix it, but it is an easy fix. I know that for a fact. So the deal that we got going tonight is that we got a little deal going on. If I can reach 15 people in the chat tonight, I'm going to give this away. We're going to have a little contest. It does work. It's in fine condition. It's all cleaned up and good to go. I just don't know how to fix that one little issue with it not locking up when it's supposed to go in reverse. KRC, very much appreciate that, man. Get them in. Let's make this a big to-do. Check the anti-reverse clutch in the switch. Okay, that good call on that, Josh. I totally hear you on that. Unfortunately, the problem is that the reels that I am used to, it's got on the bottom of the reel right here, it's got the little switch. That is what I'm accustomed to. This one doesn't have that, so I don't know where to go from here, or if I'm even looking at the right thing on that. I've never actually taken one apart. Well, I have. I've taken them apart, but then I put them right back together the way they were. I've only gone in there and like greased them, and I've never had to do any physical work to it. And this thing works just fine. It's just that one little hang up of, it going in reverse. I'm hung up on it. I don't know what to do about that. I've taken it apart a couple of times now, and I'm just not getting it, several people in here have told me, dude, you just got to do this, and it's not a big deal, and man, da-da-da. So, it's not really a reel that I need. I've got a couple of this like 5000 series kind of reel that I'm good with, and I just don't need this one. So if it's going to if it's going to help somebody out, somebody needs a reel, they want to do it, I am happy to have a contest, have some fun with it, send it out to somebody who needs it more than me. I'm just glad it wasn't sitting on the bob and rotting, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather make sure it gets put to use somewhere, because I really would not use it that much. I'd use it, don't get me wrong, but I've got like two. I don't need a third one. I've got two that are spooled and good to go. Throw it against the wall. It's Jane. You're absolutely right, Jane. See, guys, disclaimer: it is made in China. Sorry. Josited. Pull out the clutch assembly. It's josited. I don't know what josited means. Is that a term that you made up about because your name is Josh? Are you saying it's joshited? I don't know the terminology. I'm sorry. I come across as stupid. I catch fish well. I just don't fix reels well. I've never done it. Josited. I have heard that term before, actually. I just don't know what it means. And I'm good with words. Like, my vocabulary is I will not say it's impeccable, but it is decent. It's hung up. All right. I'm taking it back apart. Let's take a look. So the clutch assembly, is that a portion of here, or do I need to open up the body on the inside for the clutch assembly? You're gonna have to walk me through it a bit. This is for you guys. We're gonna get this thing rolling in good shape, and then we're gonna give a giveaway. We've only got 8 more people need to be in this stream. Please text it out, tweet it, whatever you got to do. Call in your friends. Get on your wife's phone. Get 2 people going on the same phone. That's what I do. The handle, okay? I can do that. Yeah, actually, normally what I'll do is I'll put a second cell phone off to the side so I can watch myself. If you're doing a live stream, guys, if you ever do one, heads up, that's a smart move. Have a cell phone off to the side. It allows you to see how the stream looks from somebody else's point of view, so you know when it's lagging and stuff like that. But also it gives you like that one person in the stream, which gives you YouTube analytics on that and stuff like that. Smart move. Little tip from the Nimmons. Okay, I got the handle off. You guys can see right through there now. So I don't see much. I mean, I see the bearings in there and the little grips for the internals. I kind of get the feeling I need to take this body apart. How do you like this? How do you like that? This is representative of you guys and the quality of content that you guys are watching. You are coming to a stream about a guy fixing a reel, giving away a busted reel, and he's trying to get help on fixing that reel from you guys. Unprofessional, guys. Are there screws in top below the rotor nut? Chuck it against the wall. Oh, yeah, there's screws in here. I don't know what the rotor nut is. The rotor nut. I'm going to assume that's one of these, so I'm just going to start taking out screws until you tell me that I'm screwing everything up. There's not many screws on here. There's just the body ones. There's not, the screws are just, yeah, I'm sorry, my lighting's poor, but it's just screws on the body. Real good idea. You should have spelled that R-E-E-L. right? It's a pun. On top where the bail was. Okay, so I've got these 3 screws right here. You can, that guy, and that guy. And then, okay, and then there's this one on top right here. Those are the screws that I'm working with on the top of it. Those 3, and then this one that's holding the body together. We're gonna get this going. I'm gonna get this thing fixed, and we're gonna give this to somebody tonight. This is gonna happen. We're only a couple people away. Get them in here. Get your mom. I'm gonna give it to your mom. We got 9 people. We're 6 away, guys. Are you sure the flux capacitor didn't short out when it hit the water? No, I am absolutely sure it did. I got a buddy of mine that did that one time. He was a mechanic, and he sent somebody away to go purchase a flux capacitor because theirs was busted. Him and my son, I really want that reel. Who do you got there? Who do you got there? Cool Cole, absolute pleasure having you here tonight, sir. Thank you for joining in on this. I really want to give you guys this reel. I promise you I do. Unscrew the housing cap. Remove the spool washers. Use the half-inch socket to remove the rotor nut. Take off the rotor assembly and find the clutch bearing. Unscrew the series of screws around the yo-yo mofos. Cassie the fish layer from JNC. Hey, Cassie, what's up, chick? What are you up to? It has been an absolute pleasure. I very much appreciate you letting me borrow your husband tonight and having him in here with me. He has been an absolute gentleman. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, right? That means you get 2 votes. Cassie, you're awesome. Loving your fishing, ma'am. That's JNC. You know what, man? I apologize. I knew your name. I'm actually really, like, I have a thing against learning people's names. I knew Cassie's name. For some reason, I keep calling you JNC because I want to give your channel, you know, like, credit. And in the process of doing that, I keep forgetting your name, man. I'm sorry. Reel, and it's an $11 reel, just so you know. I did price it at Walmart, so I'm happy to trade them for the reel, but just so you know what you're getting into, it's a busted $11 reel. Rim of the bearing cap. Pull out the clutch assembly. Take care not to move the pinion. Check to see if the roller clutch sleeve is listed. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. John, that's right, John. I'm sorry, man. I will remember that. I'm going to continue calling you JC. I do believe in giving your, you know, like giving you that little bit of a name recognition, I guess, for your channel. That's my personal belief on it. But John, I can remember that. Alright, I think I got to take out these other ones too. Here we go, Josh. I'm going to bust this thing up, bro. Josh, if you win this and get this reel, I'm going to trade you for that shirt. That all the time, yeah. I do too. Well, I mean, you know, my channel name is my name, so it's a little bit harder. But actually, my friends call me Paul. So, Stanley is a business thing. I've been doing that for a while. It was a decision I made while I worked at the newspaper that kind of saved my butt a couple of times, so I kept running with it as a business decision. But it helps me, like if I get a phone call, somebody asks for Stanley, I know it's business. That's right, guys. We are at 11 people in the stream right now. You give me 4 more, I give you a reel. We need to do a contest. We are getting really close to the point where we need to figure out what kind of contest we're going to hold to raffle off this reel. So you guys tell me, how do we need to go about giving it away? Trivia question? I got a few. Okay, so Josh, we're looking at this thing now. I've got that plate off. Obviously, this thing comes off right here. I need to make sure that everything is set in place. I'm getting greasy tonight. I love it. No, just give it to us. I love it. Billy, I like you, sir. I just buy a Fluger President and give it to me, give it to someone who needs it. That's how I kind of feel about it. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Like I've got reels. I'm good. I was excited about it when I picked it up off the bottom, but I'm like, I just don't need it. I would be very, very happy to give this to somebody tonight. That would make my day. I'd be happier than the person that got it. You guys don't even know. I've been waiting to do this stream for hours now. I can't believe none of the people up at work have figured out that I do this. And I mean, they know that I do it, but nobody's jumped on my live stream yet, unless they're doing it and they don't tell me about it. It's kind of cute if that's the case. All right, how do I get this thing off of here? I know I can do it. This is, if I get this thing going, this is going to be the single most successful live stream I've ever done. Now, that doesn't say much. For those of you guys who don't know, I attended Video Marketing World the other day and got drunk in a live stream, and I dropped my beer on the ground at the bar in front of Nick Nemeth and all these other dudes. Billy, you're awesome, dude. That's cool. Look at this dude. This dude is... This dude's earning it, man. This dude is working to get like people in this room. He wants that reel. This is for real, guys. This is happening. Somebody's walking away with a reel tonight. And if Mr. Gaines has anything to do about it, it's going to be a working reel. Okay, I got that plate off of there now. I apologize for my lighting not being better. Let me see what I can do about that. I got some candles here. Does it feel hung up? Yeah, it does now. Now that I've taken that part off, it's the pinion's not going in and out like it was. There it goes. Okay, so I just had to loosen that up a little bit. That it was hung up on that gear. Spin it. Ah, I got you. Okay. So yeah, it's spinning and that pinion is going in and out. Both ways. Liam, I'm thinking about you when I'm doing this. Somebody's going to have to, they're going to have to convince me as to why you should not be getting this at this point in time. Of course, gentlemen, that haven't been said. We have 10 people in the chat. We need to be at 15, and I've only got 7 likes. I don't know why that is. You'd think I'd at least get some dislikes. Anything broken or stuck? You mean other than me? That looks like that's working good, right? If I don't go too far back with it, see that's all sliding really smooth. 10 people, 10 likes. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I baited you into it, and I thank you. Thank you for everybody liking this. I know those are stupid little things, but it means a lot. It gives me validation. So that guy's going back and forth. I don't feel anything hanging it up in there.
Why does it say there's 10 people?
There's 10 people in here right now watching us.
We need 15.
Gotta be 15. If we get 15, we're gonna give this away to a winner.
Yep. And the winner will end.
My guess is broke. Don't say that. I'm trying to do a giveaway.
If the winner gets the wheel, then you're going to have to keep it.
You hear that? If the winner gets the wheel, they're going to have to keep it. Hey, I'm loving this. We got 10 people in the room and 11 thumbs up. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And if you like this video, give us a lot of thumbs up and like down and subscribe.
Okay, that right there. I want you guys all saw that. I didn't ask her to do it. I'm not training her to do that. I'm not baiting her. She picked that up on her own. That is now her line, and I know people are sitting there thinking, oh, he's making her do that just because he wants to get credit. I ain't doing that, dude. She's doing that on her own.
There's 9 people and 12 likes. Whoa.
Okay, let me ask you this. I got a question here. So this gentleman right here just put on 3 different channels. His kid wants this reel, even though he realizes that, you know, it's still going in reverse and spooling out and stuff. Is there anybody else in this room who says that they hold a lit match and they need to be, they need the reel, or should I give it to Liam? You guys let me know. I got 9 people in this room right now. You guys let me know, should Liam have this reel? Cassie, thank you. I appreciate that, ma'am. She is the light of my life. She is absolutely adorable, and that's not even fake. That's how she is. I gotta remember which screws go where. I think I got this. Give it to the kid. Just shared it on Facebook. Look at that. This dude, he's still going at it. How is anybody gonna hold a lit mat? Okay. You just saw. You know where I'm at with like the kids and family and stuff like that. She's got my heart. How is anybody Is anybody going to produce a cuter kid going to come up here and out cute that in order to get a reel? You know what I mean? That was kids. This is the theme of the night, I guess, is kids. You just put it out on Facebook. I don't do Facebook, so you know, if somebody else is, there's a couple of good reasons, but I just don't enjoy Facebook. I don't like it. I'm not liking where that's going, but I understand the value in it. So whenever I am able to do something that encourages other people to do the Facebook thing that I refuse to do, really appreciate that. That means a lot, and I don't say that because I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to encourage that. I want it to be natural and organic, but I've always wanted to Rios. What is Rios? ¿Se habla español? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Rios. Man, I got a lot of people saying, I don't have votes from everybody yet, but a lot of people are saying should go to Liam. Yeah, Josh, man, I did Facebook. I did, you know, all that stuff. I was against it, and then I got into it, and I got too into it. And you know what turned me off to social media, even though it might hold me back with doing YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm like, we went out to dinner, my wife and I, my daughter, and we were having a good time, and we were doing what normal people do. We were chatting, having a good time. It was all cool. And it's intermittently we would get on Facebook or check, you know, YouTube, or we started Googling each other's like little questions and stuff like that. And we got to looking at it, and the more we did that, the more time we were spending away from each other on our own freaking date night at a restaurant, which is something we don't get to do very often. And we were looking around, and we both did this simultaneously. We're both looking around the restaurant as we're both sitting on our phones in a restaurant trying to have dinner with each other, and everybody in that entire freaking restaurant is on their phones. They went out to eat. They got dressed. They took showers, they got off of work, they were spending their hard-earned money so that they could go out on a date at a restaurant and play on Facebook. My wife and I, it was a singular moment. We both looked at each other and we're like, this is it. This is a family rule. We are not going to do this. And initially the idea was that we're not going to allow cell phones at the dinner table. We're not going to allow it when we're going out. And it grew from there. I mean, it was a really positive thing. So while I believe that Facebook can help with the social media aspects of what we do, especially as YouTubers, it's not worth it. The value isn't there. Yeah, I can gain subscribers and views and all of that stuff that we all strive for. But at what cost? At the cost of a date with my wife? Absolutely not. I'm done. I don't do social media. You're getting me off on a rant, something that I'm really passionate about. I don't even like talking about it. I don't talk to my friends. Like, all my friends know that I don't do it, and they all wonder why, or some of them are nice and they don't ask questions. But there's 2 more votes for Liam to have the reel. My brother said, both brothers have said Liam. Nicole Pham, who are you, ma'am? Please say hi. I have not seen you in here before. I very much appreciate having you here tonight, ma'am. Thank you for coming and joining us. We'd like to know a little bit more about you. We would like to know whatever information we need to know in order to convince you to come back and join us for some more. The I in him and I. Well, Nicole, ma'am, we very much appreciate you lending us Mr. Billy. Appreciate you jumping on here. I thought that was just him with your phone at first, because I do that. I'm not going to lie. I do that with mine. We talked about that a second ago. It helps with your analytics and helps you kind of see what's going on. Okay, so I have not got a single person here who said that, no, you know, they deserve the reel more than Liam. Liam, is Liam on here? Where's Liam at? I want to talk to Liam. Where's Liam at? Whose phone is he on? Hard sale, ma'am, hard sale. Let me talk to Liam. Where's Liam at? Oh, he's getting ready for bed. Oh, so we got to end this now. He's getting ready for bed. So here's the deal. I want Liam to see this personally. He hears me. That's what's important to me. Liam, you have a beautiful, wonderful family, sir. They are very passionate about you going outdoors and about you learning you know, important things in life, like fishing and spending time with your family. And, you know, that's all important stuff. And you can't do that if you don't have a reel. Fortunately for you, sir, you do have a reel. If you guys don't mind, please send me an address. I wouldn't send it on the chat. Send it to my email address. It's in the description of the video. Or hit me up. I don't do social media, but we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, I will find out a way for you guys. Give me your, I'll send you my email address. Hit me up, give me a mailing address. I will send this to you. Liam, I very much appreciate your family, sir. I hope you do too. You need to give them both a big hug. You need to be very appreciative of the family you have, sir, because that is a very important thing. That is the most important thing, is your family. And so it's your family is the reason why you got yourself a new reel. Now, okay, it's not a new reel, but it's something that you deserve. And I hope that you very much enjoy it, sir. I hope you guys get a lot of fishing time out of it. I would like to see the first fish that you catch with it. And I kind of personally suggest that you and your dad kind of sit down, break it apart, get that, whatever that deal is that's broken with it, it can be fixed. Get in there, get that thing fixed, and this guy will get you a lot of fish. I promise you. I catch a lot of them on this one, on reels just like this myself. So you guys enjoy. Liam, very much appreciate your family, sir. You guys are awesome. As far as getting this to you, I need a mailing address. So let me know when you guys have just a moment. I will tell you my email address. You can write it down, although it's pretty easy. And then you can email me your mailing address, and I'll get this thing in the mail for you. No. You guys are the man. I very much appreciate you. All I do is sit here and talk in front of a camera. There's 10 people in this room. If I have a channel, it's because of the 10 people in this room, and it's because of the people watching my videos. It ain't about me. It's not about what I do. I sit at a table, and I play with the reel, and I don't even fix it correctly. I get zero credit for anything. I'm sitting in front of a camera. This is all you guys. Yes, sir, Liam. Hey, you guys are awesome. You deserve it, man. I guess I'm going to have to go get me some more reels off the bottom of the channel. That makes my day. You know what? I'm really happy to do. I was very happy when I peeled it off the bottom of the channel, because I was like, you know, it was trashing up the jetty, and I was cleaning up trash. And now, dude, check this out, guys. I took trash from the bottom of the jetty, and I've turned that around, and now it's a gift that somebody's excited about. That makes my day. I want to do that for a living.
10 people. We need 15.
No. We're good. You know what? We got 10 solid good people here. That's all. That's awesome. And Mr. Liam is new. This is his first time here, and he just won himself a reel. So say congratulations to Mr. Liam.
Congratulations.
He's going to go catch some good fish. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
I'm going back playing on Roblox.
She's playing Roblox. I sat here and had this whole rant about how we don't do phones and we don't sit there, and now she's going to go play Roblox. Hey, you got 10 minutes on Roblox, and then we got to get ready for bed. 10 minutes. You know the rule. If you're playing that, by the time Mommy gets back, I'm in trouble. Billy and ma'am, I'm terrible with names. I'm so bad about it. I'm gonna look at it. Billy and Nicole, I do have to give you guys a disclaimer. My apologies. I am not good at fixing reels. That's legitimate. That's not even a joke. So I am having a very hard time getting this thing going, and it's just because of my own ineptitude. It can be done. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not aware of how to fix it. It is going to need a little bit of work. Give me just like 2 minutes here, and I will let you guys know what kind of shape it is in. It is a good functioning reel. It's just not the... I just don't know what I'm doing with these. I've actually fixed them in the surf before, but never anything like this. No. Thank you guys. I get no thanks at all on this. I don't want thanks. I don't want anything like that. This ain't about me. Yeah, all I did was pick up some trash off the bottom of the jetty, and I'm going to put it in the mail. I didn't fix it. I didn't do a single thing that deserves any kind of gratitude. I really just appreciate having you guys here. You know what? I appreciate the opportunity to be able to do something like this. This is the single coolest thing I've been able to do with this channel. Seriously, if I could do that for a living, for a job, I would do that in an absolute heartbeat. That just makes my day. Is he right-handed or left-handed? Almost 15. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, hey, that's cool. I really appreciate that. 15 is a cool number, but you know what? I'm not concerned about that. We got 12 really cool people in this room. That's all I need. Right-handed. Okay, cool. So I'll get it set on the left side for him. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I want the numbers like anybody else. I want the 15 million subscribers and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna make decisions based on things like that. What I want is a truly organic, I want a community, and I am not lying about that, where I'm saying I would take 100 subscribers who are into what I do and really enjoy it. I will take that over 1,000 any day. Any day. Not a question. Slick Rick, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. Appreciate having you here. Thank you for coming. Okay, so what I was doing was learning how to fix a reel. This is one that I found on the bottom of the jetty out in Port Aransas. I cleaned it up, got it all good to go. It works good, but it spins in reverse. I didn't know how to do that. So we were taking it apart and looking at it, and then I got mobbed by this chat room, and they told me to give it away. So I gave it away to a gentleman by the name of Liam. He is a little bit younger. He's looking to own his own reel. So I'm mailing it off to him tomorrow. That's what you missed. Not terribly exciting. I'm not very good at what I do, but I'm very happy to be giving this to somebody who's going to be enjoying it. Appreciate that, JNC. You have great. Hey, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a great community around me. Yes, I absolutely do. And that is in no small part due to, I mean, you guys, for one, have been absolutely instrumental in my own growth. I very much appreciate that, and I plan on returning the favor. Yeah. I don't even know I don't know what to say. So what you up to, Mr. Slick Rick? What you been doing? Oh, no, don't do that. I mean, that's cool. I mean, again, I'm like everybody else. Shout out video, heck yeah. But if you're going to do unboxing, that means I got to box it to where I don't look like an absolute tool. You know what I mean? I am an absolute tool. And now I'm wrecking it. What am I doing here? Hey, have at it, man. Have fun with it. And I give you free reign, and all of you guys, I give you all absolute free reign. You want to make fun of me? Have at it, dude. I've got a good sense of humor. You can make fun of me on the channel. I'm not gonna cry about that or nothing. You know, we can have a laugh and everything about it later on. I'm cool with that. Make fun of the boxing. It's all good. You'll see. You guys watch my videos a little bit more. I got a really weird, really dry sense of humor. Gets me in trouble sometimes. But you'll learn. You watch a couple of videos, you'll kind of pick up on that dry sense of humor, and that's for real. Like that's how I really am. So yeah, you make fun of me in a video, like you guys. I want you to know, I don't see a whole lot of it right now. But when I start getting trolls, when I start getting people making fun of me and stuff like that, oh man, those guys are gonna rue the day. I will own those guys. You don't even know. I'm all about it. Trolls and people making fun of me, I will own those guys. It'll be fun. We are gonna have fun with it. Fishing was good to me this past weekend. Forgot to load my camp. Oh, really? No. You're having a good day of fishing. We have no. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Dude, Slick Rick, I'm sorry. I've had those days. I know. You know, on the other side of the coin, I went fishing with my brother. The video's coming out on Thursday, and we were freshwater fishing up at Lake Waco when I was coming back from Video Marketing World. And I don't know the first thing about it. It was the most beautiful, gorgeous day on the most beautiful, gorgeous lake, and we were baited up, 3 rods out, just beautiful footage. Couldn't catch a thing. We didn't know what we were doing. So which one do you want? You want to go out there, catch a bunch of fish, no camera, or you want the absolute perfect camera set up and no fish? I'd rather have the fish. I mean, I catch a lot of fish, and I'd still say that. Oh, I think I screwed up the threads on that. I can fix it. I can fix it. I got a booger? Do I really? Is that your sense of humor? You making fun of me? I'm not your friend anymore, John. Fish all day and yes sir, yes sir. Oh man, oh I guys, yeah, so that you know, and hey, you can help me call my brother out on this. So my plans are not this weekend but next weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. I actually, there's a very small chance I might be able to go sail fishing. Say some prayers. That's gonna be awesome. It's a bucket list deal, but we don't know if that's actually gonna happen. We'll see. But the next weekend we are doing a 3-day camp out on the beach. We're going to go hard fishing big sharks, jacks, reds, you name it, man. It's going to be the end of our first season of fishing videos here on this channel. So it's going to be the big, you know, the penultimate like thing of the channel is going to be that. So that is our plan for next weekend. So stay tuned, because I'm going to make that thing the most extravagant video that I have ever done. It's going to be a series of videos. You do it. How are you doing there, sir? It's the first time I've seen you here. What is your name? What are you all about? And very much thank you for coming in. Yeah, dude, it's going to be cool. It's going to be, oh, it's going to be so cool. Yeah, camping. Not this weekend, next weekend. We're camping out there, north of Fish Pass. But you guys, this is all on the, on the download. Don't let anybody know, because I don't want like 100 people showing up. I don't want to share a shark with 100 people. John! Yeah, man, I apologize, man. I didn't recognize the channel name with the small chat thing, and I can't really see your face on there. But John, hey, thank you very much for coming in, man. What you been up to, dude? I saw one video. I don't know how many you posted this week. I only saw one. I know there's issues with the YouTube stream of videos that they present to you. I have a real issue with them not showing us like the new stuff from people. Like I'm not that normal guy. I set my things to where, you know, I set the preferences so I can see new videos. I still have issues with it. Definitely. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got that one. Actually, the one that I got, I'm going to be posting that on I think LinkedIn, because it looks so pro. Way more pro than anything that I even deserve. So you just missed out, man. We just did a giveaway. I found this reel on the bottom of the Fish Pass jetty. I cleaned it up, had it all good to go. I'm having one little issue with it that I'm having a difficult time fixing, where it. Oh, it did it again. It was working for a second. So it's reeling, but it's also reeling in reverse. As you guys just saw, though, it was clicking into place backwards. It stopped doing that. So I half fixed whatever the issue is. It can be done. Anyway, Liam jumped in on this stream. Everybody was telling me, they kind of took over my stream, told me that I needed to be doing a giveaway of the reel. And I was like, okay, well, I don't need it. So we just did a giveaway on the reel. A gentleman by the name of Liam has a couple of very awesome parents who just won him a reel. Awesome. Oh, hey, man, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, man. Thank you for doing that. Not very adept at social media. I'm trying to do the LinkedIn thing, mainly because of those guys doing their presentation at VMW. I think the LinkedIn video is untapped resource. So we're going to be putting some stuff out on there, some minor stuff, little things. You know, we want to grow this from a business perspective, not just a slouch sitting at a table perspective. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm learning the whole social media thing through LinkedIn. That's my extent of social media. You missed my rant. A couple of minutes ago, I did a whole big rant on Facebook and all that stuff. I refuse. I hate it. I dislike Facebook. So, Kentucky Catman, how are you doing, sir? Hey, I want to thank you very much for joining the channel earlier today. I did see that, and I thank you for jumping in on that, my friend. Thank you. That's awesome. Hey, yeah, appreciate that, guys. Yeah, you guys can hit me up on LinkedIn. Now, the posts that I do on LinkedIn, I take it from a little bit more professional. Like, you're going to get a little bit more of the behind the scenes from a business aspect of what we do. It could be interesting if you like numbers and if you like, you know, networking and stuff like that. It could be not interesting if you're into fishing and stuff. So that's what the whole LinkedIn thing is about. I don't do too much on there, but I am planning on being active on it. LinkedIn @UDoIt. I'm all about it, man. I will catch you on there. Nice. Come on up, say hi. Come say hi to everybody. They miss you. They want to see you. Let's see. Somebody asked something and I missed it. I don't remember what it was. I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah. Just so you guys know, and I don't want to push anybody into anything or whatever. It's just one of those things. It's, you know, required to talk about or whatever. Quick, I'll take 30 seconds. We just set up Patreon, so it's not even completely set up. And since it's not completely set up, if anybody is interested in jumping on being that first patron on Patreon, I'm having some t-shirts made, and despite whatever tier things that they have set on there, I really appreciate everybody's support. It has been absolutely amazing. If anybody doesn't want to jump on Patreon before I'm even able to fully get that thing set up, I got t-shirts for whoever jumps in on that, you know, early. Hey, Uncle Peter says hi.
Hi, Uncle Peter.
Hey, Uncle Peter.
And if you didn't...
There's the star. Yeah, she is. She is. Cassie from JNC, she says that you were the star of the show.
Boo!
That's what I keep telling her. She throws fits. She gets mad, and she gets, whenever she gets mad at, she's like, I'm not going to be in your show anymore. And I keep telling her, you're under contract, right? You don't get to quit.
And if you didn't see the video when we wanted you to meet Adrian, our cat, well then we have a cat now and name's Adrian.
Yeah, so that I don't think that video has actually come out yet. We now have a cat in the family. That video will be coming out later this month. He comes out at it's a catch and cook video that I got coming out about Stingray. We got a new cat, and he comes in the end of it. He's going to be a little bit more, he's a little bit bigger part of our family now. Cassidy and Hazel, say hi. Wait, say hi to Cassidy and Hazel.
Hi, Cassidy and Hazel.
Hey guys, we miss you.
Yeah. I'm playing Roblox.
She's playing Roblox.
And then I had crawl out.
Just like, yes sir, just like the K-Bug. Don't cook, he says don't cook the cat, but I've already made the video, so that happened. Yeah, she's awesome. She's the light of my life. Her and my wife have not been prevalent in the last couple of videos, the ones that'll be coming out over the course of the month. I'm planning on changing that up. We're going to go a little bit more family oriented. That was one of the video marketing world things, is basically I'm stupid and I do not need to be frontlining my own show. I need my girls involved more, and I agree. It's a family thing. We all need to be involved more. Yeah. I'll admit it. I know when I'm wrong. I know when I'm beat. I can't compete with them. I've known that the whole time. You know how it is. You guys do YouTube channels. Every one of you guys that has like a thumbnail on here, you do a YouTube channel. And so you know, every single one of us has had to deal with that channel that's like we do the exact same thing, probably better than that girl who does it in a bikini, who's going to win. And I'm not saying that I'm trying to utilize my family in a bunch of bikinis or anything like that, but I mean, you know, my daughter is adorable. She's cute. She's obviously the star of the show. My wife, people enjoy watching her more than they watch me, so why not run with what we got? Right, it works for JNC. I'm going to follow their model. What do we got? Kentucky, you looking for 9 more to hit 600. Make sure y'all are visible in subs to have a chance at an awesome prize. You guys hear that? If you were interested, Kentucky Catman Outdoors is doing a contest. He's trying to get to 600 subs. Peter, before they do, Rachel's at a church meeting right now. She has the phone. They don't. She doesn't have access to being able to do that video chat thing right now. But yeah, guys, so real quick, Kentucky Catman is doing a contest. He's got 9 to go to hit 600 subs. Now, I would say I'm not big on trying to push people around, just randomly subbing channels. It is against my mantra. I'm not big on just inflating subscriber numbers. I give you a shout out on that, man, and good luck to you. But those numbers are, you want organic growth, my friend. You don't want to just get numbers for numbers. You want people, like I keep saying in this stream, man, you want 100 passionate fans, super fans, people who are totally into what you do. I would take that any day over 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs means nothing if they're not into what you do. And it's not that what you do isn't cool. It's just, people have personal preference. That's my own little just waxing on about that whole thing. Can't catch fish. Exactly, Chancey's got it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, my wife is much prettier than I, and people would very much rather watch her catch fish than me. So, what am I supposed to do about that? I'm supposed to become a good cameraman, right? Who's Catman? I'm curious, guys. Oh, that's Kentucky. Sorry. Okay, cool. I wasn't making the connection. I apologize. This is so hard to read the chat on this sometimes. Catman, what do you say that's so funny? I tried wearing a bikini, lost some subs. That's hilarious, dude. That is funny. I haven't tried the bikini yet. I haven't. Is that something I need to do? You guys let me know. I need to do a fishing video in a bikini. Oh, somebody asked me earlier if I would show off lures, and I completely forgot to do that. My apologies on that, gentlemen. Savannah, you got 2 minutes until bedtime. Okay? So yeah, I will show off some lures. I'm sorry, I should have done that earlier. I forgot. I got stuck on that whole reel thing. We still got a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you guys some lures. Now, I don't use lures too often, but first off, we saw this in a previous live stream. This is one of my cool things I will be doing very soon here. This is a tiny reel. And what I'm going to be doing with this is I have this tiny reel that my brother gave me. Thank you again, Luke. This was a Christmas gift. I'm going to pack, I've already packed this thing with about $30 worth of really nice braid and fluorocarbon. And I'm going to be entering the tiny fish contest. Now, the record right now that I have seen on that is about 36 inches. I'm going to blow it out of the water. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going for a shark or a big ling or maybe a stingray. No, don't. Your sub count will go down if you wear a bikini. I don't know, man. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I don't know about that. I don't entirely believe in that yet, sir. I'm going to have to try it because I'm hard-headed. All right, let's see what we got. I don't use many lures, guys. I've got them in here. I've got a ton of them. I just don't use them too often. What I do use a whole lot of is surf weights. That's like a 6-ouncer. And sometimes we use 2 or 3 of those because, man, the winds and currents are really heavy down here. Maybe? Definitely. So I used a bunch of heavy surf weights, and then I used a lot of regular stuff. I mean, I use the same stuff that everybody else does. I think you guys call these crankbaits up north. Cassie, ma'am, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. I love what you guys are doing. Please keep doing it. Most of the time I catch you guys when I'm like at work or stressed out or something like that, and it's just the most relaxing thing to sit there and watch y'all stream. I really enjoy it. Thank you for what you guys do. Keep it up, ma'am. You have a good evening. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I got these guys all tangled, but I mean, I use little, poppers like that, mainly for like Spanish mackerel, reds, or trout, although I really like to use live shrimp for those guys. Couldn't use those weights on the Ohio, too much structure. Yeah, we have problems with that. Well, I don't use those offshore. I'm familiar with problems with structure, though. I get hung up on stuff myself. Yeah, ma'am, appreciate you. Cassie, thank you. And Jesse said, I gotta help. Hey, JNC, totally understand. I really appreciate what you guys do. Again, man, thank you for checking in. Are you guys streaming right now? Are you guys about to jump up and do that? I'm curious. I love y'all's streams. I'm the same way. Yeah, I sit there, and even if I can't watch you guys, man, if I'm not active in the chat down below, it's because I'm working or something. I'm engaged in what you do. I just can't always be active in it, but I'm always there. I'm always listening. Oh, you're not? Okay. I missed out on whatever it was y'all were saying, but despite that, JNC, you guys have an awesome stream. Keep doing what you're doing, and I very much appreciate you guys. Oh, what's another lure? Okay. Oh, here's one. You freshwater guys. Pencil bait, pencil jig, I think is what you call them, something like that. I got these from my father-in-law. He got them from an estate sale, so he gave me a bunch of them. Now I have been absolutely unsuccessful with these, but I love the action on them, and I'm going to keep trying them. They're nice and heavy, so I can cast them really far, and I guarantee these things are going to tear it up on Spanish mackerel or bonita if I can get them out in front of them. Redfish too. Yeah, I think it will be good for redfish. I just don't do much fishing for redfish. I'll catch them, absolutely. Problem is that, you know, if you fish for them, you're going to catch like 1 to 4 a day. You don't really like slay them. So I really like slaying them. I like to get a whole bunch of fish. Man, I am killing the battery tonight. There it is. Okay. But yeah, I mean, they're good for redfish. I just got to get in front of them. It's not something I'm active about. The main thing with our channel is putting meat on the table. It's not necessarily, you know, redfish is good and trout is good, but whiting is just as good as trout, and I can catch way more. Sheep's head and snapper are better than redfish, and I can catch way more redfish. I'm sorry, I can catch way more snapper and way more sheep's head. So we don't have yellowfin here. Yeah, I've seen them, but they're not prevalent. So it's not something, you don't target them. You accidentally catch them when you're fishing for something else. They're here, just not like you see them in Florida. So yeah, we don't really do yellowfin down here too much. I say that. Are you talking about yellowfin snapper or yellowfin tuna? We get yellowfin tuna. I just don't really get that far offshore very often. Yellowfin snapper, I've seen them, but we don't have them in abundance. All right, Savvy, it's time for night-night, ma'am. Pack it in. Tuna, we do have those down here. They're way offshore. You're probably looking at like the 50-mile mark. Very hard, very expensive to get that far out. And while my family does go for them, the space on those boats is very limited, and I very rarely get an opportunity to get out there and do that. So, Mama is curious if you've had a shower. She said yes, she had a shower. Go get the shower. Go get in the shower. Don't get me in trouble, go get in the shower. Right now, shower. She's had a shower, she's good. I'm gonna edit that out. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's yellowfin. We also got blackfin, same kind of deal with those, and we have bonita. Bonita are not as good. But we eat those raw right out of the boat when we catch them in. That's kind of one of those things. If we take somebody out who's new, doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, if we got somebody new on the boat, you can do that. You rest assured, we're going to feed them raw bonita. You ever want to get back out on that boat, you got to eat them. Got to eat them raw. Rachel says, everybody please say hi to my wife. That's my wife, Rachel Kesey, in the chat right there. Say hi to her. Be very nice to her. Say a bunch of whole nice things to her right now, please. Because she just busted me. I haven't given our daughter a shower, and I was supposed to, and I forgot. I was making her go to bed. They're not. Bonita's not worth eating. It's tuna, like anything else, but they're really bloody. We still eat them. They're just really fishy tasting if you cook them. And so, yeah, the small amount of meat that you get out of those that's not bloody, it's really not worth it quantity-wise. But we still eat them. They're not terrible. They're just not as good as the stuff you normally go for. Nothing wrong with them. Just not as good. Okay, talking about lures, here's a special one. This is, I haven't even opened the box, and I've had this for several years. This is some lures my wife got me for Christmas a couple years ago. I hold them very close to my heart. I've only opened one. I've used it several times, and I've never lost it. They're really nice in that they look like, they really look like bass and some other things that they got out there. I am absolutely committed to catching a fish with those, and I refuse to open another one until I catch a fish with the one that I opened, because I hold those very close and dear to my heart because I love my wife. Does that help, Rachel? That's right, Rachel. You totally missed it. I just gave the reel that we peeled up off of the Port Aransas jetty. I gave that to this gentleman's son. Hill Country Fair tuna. That's Bonita. That's Bonita. Or as HB refers to it, they also call that yellowfin. Sushi grade. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for letting me stand with you. Yeah, thank Kentucky. Yes, that's what she needs to hear. Thank you, sir. I've never seen those. Rachel, no, ma'am. I remember it. It was at Christmas, our first Christmas in this house. You gave me a box of 5 lures. They were freshwater, but they were awesome because they had action to them, and they were very well done. They looked like bass and a couple other fish, bluegills and things like that. You gave those to me. I have not forgotten. I still have every single one of them, and I've only opened one. I've got it in the toolbox on my truck. I use it when we were up in Waco. I've used it at the lake in Mathis and Colito Creek. I am committed to catching a fish with those, and you gave them to me for Christmas one year. They were not ornaments. They were, well, they might have been intended as ornaments. They might have been, sure. Mr. Eduardo 88, hello, sir. This is the first time I've seen you. I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight, man. I'm afraid you were catching us on the tail end of this stream. Despite that, I want to thank you very much for coming and joining us. We are in Texas. We live in South Texas. We are just outside of Corpus Christi, so all the fishing stuff that you see from us is on Padre Island, for the most part, Padre Island. Hey, thank you, sir. Very glad to have you here. Tell us about yourself, Eduardo. What's your story, man? What brings you to this channel? South Bend, Indiana. I don't know what the deal is, but I have got in good with some really cool people from up in north. I expected to get a lot more people from Corpus Christi and Padre Island, Houston, and things like that. For some reason, built up a really good bond and a connection with people from Wisconsin and Indiana and Minnesota and Canada. Hey, appreciate you guys. Could use your assistance in learning how to freshwater fish a little bit better. Thresher fishing. I'm a fan of that guy. I have a mixed thing. I'm not even going to get into it. I have a mixed thing with Thresher fishing. I love what he does. He does a fantastic job, and he is one of the guys that I first identified as somebody that I want to be, model the channel after. Ran into him at a bait stand a couple weeks ago, and I didn't say hi, but he was being kind of antisocial, and I don't blame him. I am too. At the same time, I kind of want to be like, that's somebody who lives in my vicinity. We fish the same spots. I would like to do some stuff with Thresher fishing, and he just seems like not too into collaborations and stuff like that. I wanted to invite him to our camping trip, which we're going to be having not this weekend, but next. It's going to be an overnight shark fishing kind of deal out on Padre Island, and I just don't feel like he would be too interested in doing that. Scotty does rule. Scotty love. Packers fans over here. Yeah, Slick Rick, I hadn't forgot you, man. I had family living in Galveston for a very long time. My Uncle Perry, the one that we keep doing the offshore stuff, he was in Galveston for a long time until he ended up moving back down to the Corpus Christi area. MDR. Is that, who's MDR? I've heard that name before. I'm thinking like Redfish Hunter. Who are those other guys? Yes, hey, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. A good email for me, sir. It's very easy. My name is Stanley Orchard. The email is orchardstanley@gmail.com. No spaces, no dashes, no nothing fancy, just orchardstanley@gmail.com. Please email me your address. We're going to get you that reel. I'm sorry, I forgot about hitting you up on that. I'll have it sent your way. I'm not familiar with MDR. I'll look him up. Like I said, Thresher's from Corpus. We got all the same hunts, and we've run into each other a few times. We just never said hi to each other. He's antisocial. I'm antisocial, so it's awkward. We don't get together very well. We could sit there and fish together and we'd be on two rocks right next to each other, and neither one of us would say hi. Hey, you guys need to hit him up. We're not gonna do that tonight. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna pound Thresher one of these days and tell him he needs to go camping with me. Chris Castro. Next level. I didn't catch that. Mr. Packer, how are you doing there, sir? Very much appreciate you joining us, man. You're a little bit late. We're about to end this whole thing. I'm like at 5% battery on my phone. I got a battery pack on it. For some reason, it's not seeming to work here. My wife's mad at me because I've been doing this a little bit too long. My daughter is supposed to be showered and in bed. She's currently taking her shower. But hey, Mr. Packer, guys, you want to see something cool? This dude hunts buffalo on horseback. That is about the most hardcore thing I've ever heard of in my life. Insanely awesome gentleman who came up and said hi to me. He was very friendly to me at Video Marketing World while I was sitting there with a beer and being antisocial. MDLR fishing. Hey, Eduardo, I'm going to check that out, man. I'll see that. I'm looking for people in the area. I'm looking for people in the area that I can work with and stuff like that. I've got some very strong ties with these gentlemen from Wisconsin and Minnesota and Canada and stuff like that. Very strange, but we got a really good community, and I'm not going to give up the community that I got for just because somebody's local. And I'm also very, very antisocial. That having been said, I'm not a hard person to get along with, and if there's somebody down here that I can get along with, we can go do some fishing. I'm all about it, man. We'll do it. We will catch some fish. So, on that note, guys, we're going to tie this up. We're going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. I want to make sure that Liam gets his reel. For those of you guys who missed it, we started off this live stream. I had a busted reel that I found at the bottom of the channel in Port Aransas when I was spearfishing a couple weeks ago. I pulled it up and cleaned it, but I couldn't get it to work entirely 100% the way that I wanted to. I didn't know what to do about it, so I thought, you know what, on this live stream, I'm not going to hurt anything. I'll take it apart, and we will see what we can do. And I wasn't able to get it working. It works okay, just not the way that I would like it to. So in the process, I got absolutely bombarded by the chat in here. Everybody told me that I need to do a giveaway and give it away. Over the course of the entire thing, one gentleman stood out. His name was Liam. How old is Liam? How old is that gentleman? Liam wanted a reel, and I got pounded to give Liam the reel. So I made sure to get it put back together where it's not all falling apart. And essentially, the entire chat decided that Liam deserved to get the reel. So I'm going to be sending it to him tomorrow. He's 7. My daughter is 7. Should have told me that in the first place, man. We could have made it a lot easier process. So Liam got himself a fishing reel today, and it's not a 100% reel, but it will work. It will catch fish, and it's not bad. We're going to send it to him. On the catch that I want to see a picture of the first fish he catches with it. That's going to be my rule on that. I want to see Liam's first fish with this reel. In-laws from Ingleside. Next time we heard you should do. Okay, Slick Rick, I'm all about that, man. I've never been kayak fishing. I don't own one. But if we can get over that obstacle, I am all about it, man. Obviously, we drive through Ingleside every single time we go fishing out of the beach. So I'm game, dude. We need email. I'm afraid you're gonna have to deal with me being antisocial. It's actually kind of like I have a pretty strong anxiety about being social. But I promise you, if you keep hammering me, and I'm not saying I'm not trying to put it all on your shoulders. I will go out there fishing with you. I really do have a little bit of anxiety about hanging out with people. So I'm just being open and honest about that. I do want to go out there with you. I do want to make that happen. You're just going to have to deal with me being a little anxious about it is all. But I'm game, man. Chunky Cats, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I am wrapping this thing up right now. I am running very low on battery. We've been at it for an hour and a half. We managed to give ourselves away a reel. I'm working in the wrong direction on reels today, but that's all good with me. We had a really good time doing it. Thank you very much for showing up. I do apologize, though. You are catching the tail end of it, but thank you for coming anyway. Come grab the canoe and take it. Hey, bring that canoe down, man. Let's do this. Let's make it let's all get together and do this. My brother's a lot of fun. So you guys know I'm getting a lot of warnings on my phone about the battery being dead despite it being plugged into the battery pack. So if this thing just dies on me, my apologies in advance. I'm trying here. Hey, no worries, Eduardo. Hey, I appreciate you guys, all you guys, Chunky Cats, Eduardo, all you guys who are popping in just a little bit late. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I keep saying that. Thank you very much for being here. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. You know what? It was an absolute pleasure giving this reel away today. That was a really cool deal. I'm going to make that happen more often. That was fun. Slick Rick, you got 3? I tell you what, I'm going to tell you what, man. I'll tell you right now. If you have one that I can use, we got some good fishing that we can do down here. I don't have an ego. I'm not going to be good at being on a kayak, and I give you free rein to make fun of me. We'll still catch fish. I'm not going to be terrible, but I give you absolute free rein to make fun of me for being terrible on a kayak. I don't sweat that, man. So you want to have some fun with that? I'm all game. Make it happen. We will catch some fish. Oh yeah, that's another one, guys. I forget that kind of stuff. So just last minute things. We're gonna wrap this up right now. I got to get my daughter out of the shower, get her into bed. So here's the last minute details. Please hit that notification button. That is like the big YouTube thing right now. Hit the notification. I call it the captain's bell. Ring that thing. That way you guys know whenever we're doing a live stream, because I would dearly love to have you guys in on this. And I had such a lot of success tonight in giving stuff away. I am more than happy to give more stuff away in the future. Dude, I pull stuff like this off of the bottom of the jetties all the time. I can give it away. I can give away something every single live stream. Not even sweating that. Let's do coach. I tell you what, Eduardo, I'm about to hit the sack. I've been at it since like 4 o'clock this morning, but that sounds awesome, and I will jump in on one of those. Slick Rick, it's an absolute pleasure, sir. I will be talking to you in the future, man. This conversation ain't over. We're going to do it again. Anyway, guys, we are going to wrap this up. I want to thank you all very much for joining us. Please, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. I want you guys all in on this next one. I really enjoyed that you guys pressured me into giving away this reel. I want to do that again in the future. Like I said, I'm happy to do that every single live stream. If that's something that's a successful thing we're all enjoying, I'm all about it, dude. We will keep that going. So you guys know, just a little heads up for the few people that are in the live stream real quick. We are right now in the process of starting our Patreon page. If anybody's interested in that, it's not fully up yet, but because it's not fully up, if anybody wants to jump in on that and start doing the Patreon thing early, I got t-shirts available for anybody who does. I don't even have them yet, but I'm going to have them made. I've got the designs and everything ready to go. Just got to get them printed. So if you want to get yourself in early on that, get yourself a t-shirt, jump on it, man. Hit that. Get yourself on the Patreon page. Oh, yeah, Peter, don't worry about that, dude. You and I are going to talk about trading shirts with your channel. Everybody, so you know, we're going to have future conversations about Fortress of Rock's channels that he's got coming out. He's doing some really, really cool stuff. It's going to blow all of us out of the water. So I'm going to be a big supporter of him. We will talk about that in the future when it's a little bit closer to when it's release date for you, man. I promise you. Very much appreciate that. Kentucky, thank you, sir. Chunky Cats, J&C, Fortress of Rock, Luke, all of you guys who are all tied up with him and I, Slick Rick. Hey, I really appreciate all of you guys. Please like and subscribe. I don't even care about the like. I'm not worried about the like. Subscribe. And I'm not even worried about that from subscriberships, kind of things like that. Don't subscribe. I'm not worried about that. But jump back in on the next live stream. I want you guys here because I really enjoyed this, and I want you guys to pressure me into doing this more because that really helped that kid out, Mr. Liam. And so you guys pressure me into doing this again. Let's make it happen. I will make sure to have something available every single time. I'm all about it. Used to ice, yeah, I've never been ice fishing. We're going to hold off on that because I do plan on doing some ice fishing at some point here, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it, me slipping around on the ice trying to catch fish. He just needs a pole. You're right about that. Maybe we should give away a pole in the next video. See, I like where this is why I need you guys. This is important to me. This dude says I need to give away a pole. How am I supposed to turn that down now? I think that he might have a pole to give you. A shanty and some whiskey. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, whiskey. Here's that. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, so, you know, it's 9/11. Please say some prayers for that whole situation. That was like 17 years ago still. very painful. So, you know, I know everybody's been going through that today. Yeah, I've observed like 3 moments of silence already in various different things. Yeah, Kentucky, you're absolutely right. I got to get my daughter to bed before my wife absolutely kills me. She's not been happy with me this week as it is, so it's been a rough one. So guys, thank you very much. This is the absolute best live stream that we have had so far. And I thank you guys for that. That has nothing to do with me. That has everything to do with you guys. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the support of our channel. Thank you for all the wonderful advice and guidance and everything else that you give us. I really appreciate that. My family really appreciates that. And, you know, we're here for you guys. We just sit in front of camera and then we cast some polls. That ain't nothing special. A lot of people do that. It's all about you guys. This is a very special community. Really want, you know, I want to be a part of the community that you guys are in the process of forming. So anyway, if there's anything I can do to continue that, you guys let me know in the comments. Hit me up on my email, all that fun stuff. Thank you very much. I will catch you guys in the next stream. Got a new video coming out on Thursday. Me and my brother fishing out at Lake Waco. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you very much. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you in some of these other streams going on. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining us.